Hi students. So today in this video I am going to actually explain some problems related to consistency and inconsistency of system of linear equations. So already in the last video we discussed the concept of consistency, inconsistency, and also we discussed one problem. So today we are going to discuss more problems related to how to find consistency or inconsistency of system of equations given like this, and also if consistent, finding the solution also we will see. And you know that consistency is nothing but the given set of equations having a solution. Therefore, if the given set of equations has a solution, one or more means that becomes consistent automatically. So here this is the question we have. So we have to examine whether the system of equations given is consistent or inconsistent, and if consistent, find the solution. So if consistent only we can find the solution. So if it is inconsistent, automatically that does not have any solution. So first we will write the given set of equations in the matrix form as Ax is equal to D. The given set of equations written in the matrix form, where A is the coefficient matrix which has all the coefficients related to LHS side, X is the variable matrix XYZ, and D is the constant matrix which contains all the constants in the right side part. Already we discussed all these things in the previous video itself. Now, combining A and D, directly let me write the augmented matrix. So augmented matrix, first row has the first equation. So first equation, coefficients 2, 6, we don't have z term here, so 0 because z term is not there, minus 11. Second equation, coefficient 6, 20, minus 6, minus 3. Third equation, coefficients, we don't have x here, so 0, 6, minus 18, minus 1. So this is the augmented matrix. And already we discussed the procedure in the last video itself, but still we are going to discuss the procedure also. So what we have to do first is, we have to try to get zeros in these three places basically. So that is our first target. Already we have 0 in one place. So making zeros in these two places is our task now. So first I will try to complete my task in the first column. That is getting 0 in these two places. Already I have 0 here. So getting 0 in this place is my task. So therefore what we should do is, take R2, second row. I have to get 0 here. I have to use R1 only because R3 is 0. I can't use that. So R2 minus 3 into R1 we can do. So this is equivalent and not equal because the matrix is going to change anyhow. So first row is same. Second row, R2 minus 3 R1, we will get 6 minus 6, 20 minus 18, minus 6 minus 0, and minus 3 plus 33. So this is R2 minus 3 R1. Third row we are going to write as it is. So my first task, getting 0 in this place, is completed. Now coming to second task, I have to get 0 in this place. So to get 0 in this place, we have to use second row only. I cannot use first row because if I use the first row, this 0 is going to change. So to get 0 in this place, I should use only second row, and anyhow column transformations are not allowed. Only row transformations we should use. Why? Why? Because we have to find the solution also. To find the rank, we can use row transformations or column transformations. But since we need the solution also, to get the solution of the set of equations, we have to use elementary row transformations only. So I am not using column transformations. Okay, so therefore let us take R3 as R3 minus 3R2. I will take simple 6 minus 6, I will get 0. Okay, so this is equivalent to first row saying, second row saying, R3 minus 3R2, so 0 minus 0, 6 minus 6, minus 18, plus 18 you will get. So even this is 0, and minus 1, minus 90, so minus 91. So let me take this as 1. So my task is completed. Now let us see the consistency. How? We have to find the rank of AD. We have to take the rank of A. If rank of A and rank of AD are equal, the system is consistent. Let me check. This is the augmented matrix. Okay, so what I will do is, by removing any one column like this, I will get a 3 by 3 submatrix. So we can get 4 3 by 3 submatrices. We have to check that can we find any 3 by 3 submatrix which is non-singular. I will check. So removing this column. This is a 3 by 3 submatrix. Determinant is clearly 0 because last row has all zeros. Leave that. Take this submatrix or this submatrix or this submatrix, anything. For example, if I remove this column, for this 3 by 3 submatrix, determinant is clearly not 0. How means? Use the last row. If you expand the determinant, you will get minus 91 into minus 36 minus 0. That is clearly not 0. So if you take this 3 by 3 submatrix, determinant is not 0. So we can find a 3 by 3 submatrix which is non-singular. Therefore rank of AD will be 3. So if you cannot find a 3 by 3 submatrix which is non-singular, then rank is not going to be 3. You know that very well. So therefore I will write that rank of AD is equal to 3 as we can find a 3 by 3 submatrix. As we can find a 3 by 3 submatrix, like I removed the first column. So this is the 3 by 3 submatrix which is clearly non-singular. So this is rank of AD. Now I will take matrix A, means coefficient matrix, equivalent form of coefficient matrix from equation 1. Why equivalent? Because actual coefficient matrix is different. After elementary row transformations, that has changed. So therefore I am writing equivalent to 2. So what is the coefficient matrix? Simply neglecting this column, this is nothing but the coefficient matrix, because you know A and D combinedly you will get this. What is D? This is D. So if you don't take this last column, remaining part is nothing but coefficient matrix. So what is the coefficient matrix in this? Just neglect the last column. What is the coefficient matrix here? 2, 6, 0, 0, 2, minus 6, 0, 0, 0. This is the coefficient matrix. Clearly det A is 0 because last row has all zeros. Det A is 0 clearly. So det A is 0 means rank cannot be 3. And we can find a 2 by 2 submatrix. You can take anything. You can take this one or this one. Okay. So we can find a 2 by 2 submatrix which is non-singular. Therefore rank of A is going to be 2. Okay. So and we can find a 2 by 2 submatrix. 2 by 2 submatrix, I am taking 2602, which is non-singular. So therefore, rank of A is going to be 3. I will write here. Therefore, rank of A is going to be 2. Rank of A cannot be 3 because data is 0. So rank of A is 2, rank of AD is 3. So rank of A is not equal to rank of AD. That more clearly the system has no solution. So I will tell you or discuss a simple shortcut with you. So once we try to get zeros in these 3 places, you remember always that after getting zeros in these 3 places, that is the main purpose we will do. So once you get zeros in these 2 places, or once you try to get zeros in these 3 places, you check this element. If this element is non-zero after getting zeros, if this element is non-zero, you will always get unique solution. If this element is 0 and the next element is non-zero, you will always get no solution. Means inconsistent. If both these elements are zeros, that means if complete row is 0, or any 2 rows are identical, or elements of any 2 rows are in same ratio, okay, elements of the complete row are zeros, or 2 rows are identical, or 2 rows are in same ratio, elements of 2 rows are same ratio, you will get infinite solution. Simple, you remember that. This element is non-zero. After getting zeros here, this is non-zero, unique solution. This is 0, this is not 0, no solution. All zeros in any row, or 2 rows identical, or 2 rows elements same ratio, you will always get infinite solutions. Okay, so what is our conclusion here? So we can conclude that rank of A is not equal to rank of AD. So when rank of A and rank of AD is not equal, the given system is inconsistent. The given system is inconsistent. Okay, so this is the solution of our problem. The given system is inconsistent. Okay, so let me go to another example. So let me give you one more example by taking some other problem. So in the last video, I discussed with you a problem in which we got unique solution. Now I discussed with you a problem in which I got no solution. That means inconsistent. Now let us discuss a problem in which we get infinite number of solutions. Okay, so I write the question like this. So question is same. Find whether the system is consistent or inconsistent, and if consistent, find the complete solution. That will be the question. Same question, but different equations, different set of equations we are taking. Okay, so this is the set of linear equations which is given for us. Now first I will try to write the augmented matrix directly. So from first equation you will get 1 1 1 3. Second equation 2 2 minus 1 3. Third equation 1 1 minus 1 1. So this is the augmented matrix. So what is our task? We have to get zeros in these 3 places first. So to get zeros in the first column, I will take R2. So R2 minus 2 R1 I will do. Next I will take R3. I will take R3 minus R1, which is very easy to get 0. So this is equivalent to first row same, first row anyhow we will not change. Second row see R2 minus 2 R1. So 2 minus 2, again 2 minus 2, minus 1 minus 2 and 3 minus 6. Now we take R3 minus R1. So 1 minus 1, again 1 minus 1, minus 1 minus 1 and 1 minus 3. So we will get like this. Now our task is to get zeros in these two places completed. Next we have to try to get 0 in this place also, and that also we got automatically. We did not try to get 0 here, but we got automatically. So our task is completed actually. So now what you have to see is, I told you that whenever you are getting two rows whose elements are in same ratio, or whenever you are getting two rows actually which are identical, you are going to get infinite solutions. That I will show you here. Second row clearly minus 3 is common. Third row also clearly minus 2 is common. So to show you that clearly, I will divide second row with minus 3 and third row with minus 2, because we can multiply or divide any row with a constant, non-zero constant for that matter. So therefore first row is same, second row dividing by minus 3 you will get like this, third row 0 dividing by minus 2 you will get like this. Clearly you can see that R2, R3 are same. So whenever two rows are same, you are definitely going to get infinite solutions. That means the system is going to be consistent. Okay, and since two rows are same, I will do one more step. So whenever two rows are same, immediately you subtract one row from the other. So I am doing R3 minus R2 also. So this is compulsory. Whenever two rows are same, immediately subtract one row from the other. I am doing R3 minus R2. So our first row is same, second row is same. Third row R3 minus R2, you will get all zeros like this. So this is the augmented matrix after our all simplification. So whenever two rows are in same ratio, try to take some common if you are getting, otherwise you try to subtract one row from the other to get all zeros like this. Now I will find the rank of augmented matrix. So rank of augmented matrix, see carefully. So this is one submatrix. Determinant is clearly 0 because last row is zeros. Even for this determinant is 0, even for this determinant is 0 because last row has all zeros. If you take any 3 by 3 submatrix, since last row has all zeros, determinant is going to be 0. So for any 3 by 3 submatrix, determinant is 0. So rank cannot be 3 for this. And if I take a 2 by 2 submatrix like this, anything, any example I can write. So if I take a 2 by 2 submatrix like this, determinant is non-zero. For 2 by 2, determinant is non-zero. So rank is going to be 2. Okay, what is the reason? All 3 by 3 submatrices, all 3 by 3 submatrices are singular, and we can find a 2 by 2 submatrix 1 1 0 1 which is non-singular. Now from equation 1 I will take the coefficient matrix. Coefficient matrix means simply neglect the last column. So coefficient matrix, that is neglecting the last column, I will take this. Clearly det A is 0. So rank cannot be 3. And you can find a 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, 1 1 0 1. This is a 2 by 2 matrix you can find. which is non-singular. We can find a 2 by 2 matrix which is non-singular. So this implies rank of A is equal to 2. So rank of A and AD both are equal. So system is consistent. Rank of A, rank of AD both equal but less than order of A. Therefore, the system has infinite solutions we discussed in the last video. So, okay, now we have to find the solution also. So, to find the solution, let us take the equivalent set of equations. So, equivalent set of equations from 1. So, from 1, first row can be written as x plus y plus z is equal to 1. Second row, 0 into x, 0 into y, 1 into z means z is equal to 1. Now, to get the values of xy also, I am taking let y is equal to k. That is, I will try to write xy values in terms of k because we cannot solve. We cannot solve because we don't have any information. Only z is equal to 1 is there. So if I substitute x plus y 0, I can't solve that. So I am taking y is equal to k. Substitute in this. So x plus k plus 1 is equal to 1. You will get x is equal to minus k. So if y is taken as k, you are getting x as minus k. So generally infinite solutions model, you take either x or y or z as k and represent solution in terms of k. So what is the solution? So solution x comma y comma z is minus k comma 1, where k belongs to R is some constant. So this is the solution set. Because if you are going to change k value, automatically we get a different solution. If k is taken as 1, you get different solution. If k is taken as 2, you get another solution. Like that, we have infinite values of k. Using k values here, that many solutions you will get. So you are going to get infinite solutions from that. So this is the example for a system of equations having infinite solutions. So all the 3 models I covered. Okay. So in the next video, I am going to come up with solutions, how to solve different models of system of equations. Okay. So thank you everyone. If you like the video, please subscribe and share. Okay. Thank you everyone.